it's already a decision why Chopin used such chords here. But Cinderella doesn't care, she agrees on everything. The most interesting moment. Cinderella meets her prince. Here finally, yes, okay. He does give us a little bit of satisfaction. So what happens next? Hi guys. Finally, I started learning this piece, Prelude by Chopin in A-flat major, and I'm so far from performing it, really. But I love this moment in the beginning of learning, when everything is so fresh and exciting, and a lot of ideas come. So I wanted to share a couple of thoughts. And the first one is kind of technical, practical, but I still find it very curious. It comes from the question why Chopin used such chords here. Kind of uncomfortable sometimes, wider than it's necessary. And he makes pianists cross the fingers all the time of the two hands, kind of blend hands into each other. For example, an octave, E flat, E flat, and in the right hand it's B flat in between and G. Why not this? Just a third on top and the fifth in the left hand. But this is okay. There are many other places when it's really awkward, because you have to think which hand should be above the right hand or the left hand. And there is a moment where it's really kind of crazy. This chord in the left hand, F, A flat, D flat, A flat, and F in the right hand and D flat. And Chopin didn't have really large hands, so for him it was probably quite a challenge to play this chord. But still, he didn't write this, which could be easily. I'm not sure if many pianists actually change it, make it more comfortable for them, but I think we really shouldn't. Well, there is just one moment where I want to give one note from the right hand to the left hand. It's here. So instead of doing this, I would give this B to the left hand, just to make sure that those short notes are clear. But this is the only moment. In all other cases, I would play as it is written, and not just because of, just respect to what the composer wrote. I'm not like this. If I want to make something more comfortable for me, I would do it. But in this case, I think this very physical feeling of wide chords, of open hands, open palms, is what really matters. Have you ever had this feeling when you want to hug the whole world? Of this love without any borders, which you want to spread as much as possible and blend everything in. This is it, I think. This is what Chopin wanted to express here. And here we come to the second idea or thought or question of what this piece is about. And of course it's obvious that it's about love, but What kind of love? And love stories can be so different. Which one is here? I wonder if Chopin really meant something about Cinderella here. Because I can't help seeing this scenario in this music. Well, it's probably not about Cinderella herself or any girl. It can be about a man. But this feeling of being at a ball, well, again, not exactly a ball, but it's kind of a symbol of your dream coming true, your biggest dream, maybe your biggest achievement. And okay, so let's just go through this piece and see if I'm right or wrong, maybe. It starts with piano, and it could be so relaxing, nice, delicate. You know, but I think it's not. Well, it's just my view, but I see a lot of excitement here. Even in the beginning, maybe hidden a little bit. And we have those accents, those marks that there is something, it's not just relaxing. The second sentence, it's already forte. So why would it be, if it was all just pleasant music, why would it be forte so soon? That's why I think that it's not really piano in the beginning, it's already forte, but hidden. So it's kind of a dream about a ball. And here it's not a dream anymore, it's already a decision. I will be there. I will be. Okay, but we need a fairy godmother, of course. And here she is. Some dialogue maybe, some development, and a little bit of magic. It's like, okay, you need a nice carriage, and here it is. And a nice dress, of course. To turn around. And then there is a very interesting phrase. Repeated twice. For me, it's like a reminder that this all will disappear when the time comes. But Cinderella doesn't care, she agrees on everything to be at the ball. And here it is. It really wild because it's the biggest moment maybe in the whole life of our hero. It's the moment of triumph, when everyone admires you, all dreams come true, and you're the best. So I wouldn't be modest here, as Cinderella wasn't. Okay, and here, of course, I was interrupted at the most interesting moment. So, Cinderella meets her prince, probably here. And this is such a delicate moment. It's piano again, for the second time in the piece. And for the first time, we have those butterflies. But quite quickly, this dialogue develops. Becoming more and more open and exciting. Oops. And I love how Chopin leaves us a little bit unsatisfactory here. Because after this, we could expect something like, the continuation of those octaves in the bass line, but he doesn't do so. Does give us a little bit of satisfaction. But not for long, because to remember this phrase, this reminder that everything will disappear. All your beautiful horses, your dress, your carriage. So what happens next? Those clock strikes, we hear them here. And the ball's theme goes to the background. It's still there, the ball continues, it goes on, but it's not the main layer here. This one is. So we need 12 of them, right? To stop the magic. Let's count them. Let's see how many we have. 1, 5, And we need one more, but we don't have it here. Well, instead of it, we have the beginning of the next prelude, which is... It stops all illusions, breaks them all, but not here. The reality is next, it's somewhere else, not in this prelude. So interesting. Chopin kind of stops this moment of beauty and happiness, just like in Goethe's Faust. Stops the moment. And also, it's interesting that Cinderella doesn't run here in Chopin's story. Maybe she just forgets about everything. Maybe she doesn't care. Maybe she is ready to meet the reality and she chooses to stay, not to run. Or maybe she's just so careless that she's not attentive, she just didn't notice those clock strikes. This is my vision as for today. Of course it can change, but anyway, let me know what you think about it. If you find it convincing, or maybe you think that this prelude is just pure music and all fairy tales and stories are rubbish. It can be so. And also please let me know what you think about the format itself. Sharing those random thoughts and weird ideas, because it's my first experience of doing such videos. And of course I will do more. If you want more fairy tales and more stories, please write about it in the comments and it will motivate me really a lot. So thank you for watching and I hope to see you again. Bye. I really wonder if Chopin meant something about Cinderella here. I know it sounds funny, but I personally love fairy tales. I see them everywhere. And you can argue with me, that's fine. And Cinderella agrees. She doesn't care. It's okay. She just wants to go. Talks with illustrations, such this sharing. Because this is my first experience, first try ever. If you want more fairy tales and stories in music, give me a thumb up.